Hello there, it's me, Luwasi Charts, and I'm here presenting to you about how to trade. Before I go on, I'd love to thank my mentors, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Tim Sykes, who wrote the foreword to the book The Penny Stock Course, and finally Matthew Greta, who wrote the book Rocket Stocks, and you can find all their books on Amazon Kindle. So today we're just gonna dive into finding stocks to trade. All right, we're just gonna dive straight into it. Head first, let's see if there are any stocks to trade. So I have a screener right here on TradingView. By the way, get TradingView. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we're finding anything here. Okay, just a second. I'm just trying to change the title of the video. Mhm. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we have here. So, yeah, let's see if we're gonna find anything to trade today. Now, we're just gonna cycle through the candlestick patterns. So the first one is going to be the spinning top black. Let's try the spinning top white. Okay, there's nothing on the spinning top white. Let's try the inverted hammer. That. So we're just cycling through different candlestick patterns. Let's try the hammer. We're just cycling through all the different candlestick. Okay, so we have found something. It's called DGX. Now, with DGX, the RSI, as you can see, it's between 40 and 60. Excuse me. RSI is between 40 and 60. So we have found something called DGX. Let's see if we can check the long lower shadow, which is the last chart pattern. Right, so we have found one on the hammer here, and it is called DGX. Let me see if I can show my presentation. You know, I love going through my presentations. But anyway, let's go through DGX. So I want to show you what I'm looking for. See if I can get my now this strategy. I don't know whether I can say fortunately or unfortunately, whichever it is, but really at wait, where are we? 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 Are we home? I think we're home. All right. This strategy, to be honest with you, uh, come here. I'm going to show you what I use and the way the strategy is. Okay, so I'm just preparing the presentation that I have been doing for the past like 4 days, because I really just want you to get the context, right? I know it's easier to show you the stock peaks, and that's what you want to see. You just want to see them stock peaks, and that's okay. You know, you just want to see them stock peaks, and that's fine. You know, I understand the struggle, but I believe education is important. Okay, show you. So this is my presentation, and it's a very important presentation, especially if you want to learn how to trade on Finviz. So this is exclusive, right? This strategy, it will not work on TradingView, and I don't say unfortunately. So maybe you may be thinking, oh, the strategy will work on TradingView. Well, it will not work on TradingView. Okay, I don't know why, but the strategy is very much geared towards Finviz. That's why I'm saying. That's why there is a affiliate link there. Get a Finviz account. This strategy will not work on TradingView. It may work on TradingView, but you need to know what you're looking for. Okay. So the strategy will not work on TradingView. So basically, this is how you trade it. So as you can see here, this candlestick pattern is called a bullish counter attack, which you will find only on the paid version of Finviz. So what you don't want to trade is you don't want to put in a candlestick pattern above the 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average without it touching the support. So what you want is the candlestick pattern to touch the support. Okay, this is what you want, right? Let me see what you have. So this is what you want. Okay, you want the candlestick pattern to touch uh, the support. And then the criteria is very easy. Let me show you the criteria. Mm, what's happening? Yeah, so exactly. So that's the criteria, all right? The criteria is right here. So you have to trade it on Finviz. So how do you trade it on Finviz? The price has to have crossed above the 50 EMA. 200 EMA should be below the 50 EMA, and finally the candlestick pattern is equal to a hammer. Index is equal to S&P 500. The RSI between 40 and 60. Price below 20-day moving average, and watch for a green volume bar below the candlestick. So the green volume bar is optional, but ideally that's what you want. Okay, it's very optional. So as you can see, RSI between 40 and 60, green volume bar. So let's just dive straight into it and see if it is exactly what we are seeing here. Because remember, we're looking for something like this. So let's see if it is exactly what we are seeing. Okay. So yesterday I found NVIDIA. I've just updated it somewhere. But at some point I did find NVIDIA yesterday. It was really after the stream. I think I found Nvidia. Yeah, I think I found Nvidia. So there we have it. Uh, this is the pattern. Now, now as you can see, this is the 200-day moving average below this blue line here. This is the 200-day moving average. Then you can kind of see 50-day moving average touching the hammer right there. Sorry about that. I went off a little. I have something on the stove. All right. So yeah. So basically, this is what it is. As you can see, the body is touching the 50-day moving average on DGX, and this is one of my rules. Okay, one of my rules is, the body of the week should touch the EMA right here, right? And I say the bullish counterattack pattern must either sit on the 50 EMA with its body or its shadow, must at least touch the EMA, otherwise I ignore. Signal. Now, again, guys, the RSI should be between 40 and 60, the volume should increase. So this is a special thing. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But ideally, you want it to happen, and then the golden cross should be there. Only take a bullish counterattack if the body or wick touches or sits on 50 EMA while price is above the golden cross. Now, listen, this strategy does not work on trading view. Again, let me repeat that again. Do not copy this strategy. Don't take this strategy and say, hey, I'm going to use it on trading view. No, it will not work on trading view. All right. It may work, but then you, how can I say it? You're going to get a random pattern. Okay, you're going to get a random pattern. So it will work sometimes, and sometimes it won't. See, so I don't know what it is with trading view and candlestick patterns, but from my research, I believe Steve Nissen, the one who wrote the book on candlestick chart patterns, he has a portal to the candlestick charting system on trading view. So most likely, if you want to use the candlestick charting system on trading view, you have to go through Steve Nissen's program. He has a portal with trading view that is specifically exclusively designed for him. So using the free version again of trading view is not wise. Ideally, you want to use the candlestick charting system through Steve Nissen, who wrote a book on Japanese candlestick for the Western crowd. So if you go through Steve Nissen's book, and get Steve Nissen's book, and then go through his program. When you go through Steve Nissen's program, then you can use this system. Otherwise, outside Steve Nissen's program, you can still use it, but it's going to be very choppy. All right, it's going to be very, very choppy, and you're going to have to adjust your risk management level. But with my system, right, with my strategy on Finviz, your risk, because I have refined the strategy so well that you will risk less. Okay, so with my strategy, you are going to risk less, and with the Finviz, if you get the paid version, you will get the counter bullish attack, the counter bearish attack, the bullish harami, bearish harami, engulfing bullish, engulfing bearish, falling three soldiers, rising three soldiers. All right, so this is just a couple of other patterns that you get with Finviz. Right now, we're using the hammer, like you saw in this example, right? We're using the hammer, as you can see right here in this example. So again, this strategy will not work on TradingView. I'm sorry, it just won't. You know, so that's what I'm saying. You just have to use Finviz. Okay. Now, maybe in the future when I do get an affiliate link with Finviz, I will show you how to use it on Finviz. Personally, I'm doing my own research on of how to use it on Finviz. But let me see if I can pull up TradingView. Because right now on TradingView, it's not really a good time to use it. But anyway, the best place to use it is Finviz. Yeah, Finviz. So that's what you want to do. Okay, you want to use it on Finviz. All right. So this is the criteria again. The price has to be crossed above the 50 EMA. 200 EMA should be below 50 EMA. The candlestick pattern should be a hammer. Index S&P 500, RSI 40 to 60. Price below 20 EMA. Watch for the green volume bar below the candlestick pattern. Now, again, it is kind of irritating because at the end of the day, especially if you have the greedy mindset like myself, you want a strategy that can work across all platforms, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having a strategy. There's nothing wrong with being greed and wanting a strategy that works across all platforms, because you want to you want to make sure that you're able to find uh, trades. You want to make sure you're able to find the trades that you need. So sometimes I do change it. I do change this part here, change from open. Sometimes I do take note of this. You can do it here if you want, but you can also check out the change to open. Usually if you change to open, it's positive. That means there's a green volume bar. So today we found DGX, Quest Diagnostics Inc. It's a diagnosis and research company, market cap 20 billion. Okay, market cap 20 billion. Now, let me see. We can check the Russell 2000 as well. There is no harm in that. So we check the S&P 500, then we can check the Russell 2000 as well. So yesterday I found Nvidia, and I think Nvidia is still a good buy though. You know, so yesterday I found Nvidia, and I think Nvidia is still a good buy. So here we have the Russell 2000. And the good thing about the Russell 2000 is the prices are a little bit affordable, right? So if you intend to buy using the dollar cost averaging strategy, meaning you do not use margin, the Russell 2000 is awesome. So we found like three of the GAI, let me see, and two of them are not positive on the market open. We only have one positive here with the green. It's about $20 right there. So we have OSCR. We have this one here. Let's see if we can find others with a different chart pattern. Okay, Eton, and I remember Eton very well. It has been appearing for the past like 3 or 4 days now. Eton has been just has been going crazy for like the past 4 days. It has just been appearing. I mean, this one is the winner, guys. It's the winner. Eton has been appearing for the past like 4 days. It's the winner, right? This company, this pharmaceuticals company, has been appearing on the screen for like the past 4 days. You know, both on high volume and low volume. This company is definitely trending upwards. It's a winner. Now again, I understand if you want to use TradingView, and there's nothing wrong with using TradingView. I think it is a powerful screener, but I honestly believe Finviz is better. Okay, Finviz is way better. So Eton has been appearing for like the past 4 days. Like it appeared here, it appeared here. It's just been appearing everywhere. It's been all over the place. Eton has been all over the place. I think it's like the number one winner. It's the leader in the Russell 2000, and it's a pharmaceutical company. And there's just something about pharmaceutical companies. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be like performing very well in the stock market. And it's only like $20. There's just something about pharmaceutical companies, man. It is crazy. Yeah, even IONQ. I have been seeing IONQ a lot. Wait, did I see? No, no, no. This is the first time I'm seeing IONQ. Did I see MMS? Some of these companies. I think I saw MMS. I think this is the second time I've seen MMS. This is a banking corporation. Now I'm hearing a lot about, uh, I'm hearing like, you know, I'm hearing things about like financial crises and everything. But you can still invest in the banking system. We have this one for $54. Uh, you can buy it as an option if you'd like, as long as you don't trade above 10x margin and your liquidity is at least 20%. You can buy it on the futures market. So we have this one here. Now, I want you to understand that yes, there is no red increase in volume, but it is still good in the sense of swing trading. You can trade it as a swing. So this candlestick pattern is called the spinning top, right? I think it's a spinning top black. So it's a spinning top black, right? But in this case, it looks like a dragonfly doji, right? So this looks like an advanced block pattern for protecting your long positions. And then we have a dragonfly doji here. This looks definitely like a dragonfly doji, even though it's on negative volume. The earnings report was not too well, but it looks like it's advancing pretty well. So we have this banking stock as well. Now remember the chart pattern. There's so many plays we can talk about. We can spend hours and hours here, and just remember the pattern that I'm trying to show you. If you can just have this picture in your head. Okay, I'm coming. Just look at this pattern. I'm going to leave this here for about a minute or so. Take notes. Feel to copy this pattern. Draw it. I want you to get a piece of paper and draw it. So I'm going to be out for about 5 minutes while you copy this pattern onto your notebook. I want you to copy this pattern onto your notebook. I'll be coming within the next 10 minutes. Just copy this pattern. All right, so we're back again. So let's look at what we have here. So we have Eton, we have MMS. So this is the spinning top black. Let's check the spinning top white. See if we have anything. Wow, we have AMR, and all these are green volume bars, which is awesome. We have this Coking Coal Company, Electronics and Computer Distribution Climb. I think this is the second time I'm seeing this. You have biomedical here, biotechnology. I think this one is the second time I'm seeing this. But out of all these three, this one is the most affordable for dollar cost averaging. Uh, we'll check it out. This is the spinning top black. It's affordable. It's like $14. You can check it out. Again, dollar cost averaging. You can trade it in the futures market if you want, but just do not go beyond 10x. Keep your liquidity to 20%. See what we got here. For some reason, my stream is very powerful today. Anyway, we're going to take advantage of the powerful stream. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So we have the spinning top black. Now remember again, it has touched the 50-day moving average, which is this orange line, but it is below the 20-day moving average, this pink line here. So it's very perfect in the sense that it's right in between. The earnings report made this company trend upwards. It's a biomedical company, very good. Now again, I would understand if you want to use TradingView, and it's very tempting to be like, yeah, I'm gonna use TradingView, and I'm not gonna use FinViz. You may be thinking like that, and that's okay. Still more, I think this is the best strategy. My strategy works very well. My strategy, the one you're seeing on the screen, works very well on FinViz. All right, I have not yet tried it on. I have not yet tested it on TradingView. So if you want, you can test it on TradingView. That's up to you. But it works very well on FinViz. So with the free version, you will get the Maribozu White, the hammer, the long lower shadow, inverted hammer. You also get the spinning black top. You get the spinning white top, which is what we're experiencing just now. But for the paid version, you get all this above plus more, and the more is the counter bullish attack. You get the counter bearish attack, the bullish harami, bearish harami, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. You get the falling three soldiers bearish, rising three soldiers bullish. Again, you can use it only on FinViz. All right, this strategy is exclusively for FinViz only. I am yet to develop a strategy for TradingView, which is another good screener. But right now, the strategy that I have is only for FinViz. So this is a spinning black top. As you can see, we're finding so many stocks to trade here. Yesterday, I saw Nvidia, so I think you can still enter Nvidia. You may not see it on the screen today, but I saw it later on after the stream, and so I could not go back on the stream because my internet speed was not good. Right, the internet speed was not good, so I couldn't go back on the stream. So we have another one here. We have RMNI, which is the most affordable one. We have this one for $25, but I'll pick this one for you because it is more affordable from a dollar cost averaging standpoint. So this is the doji. Of course, we also have to consider the doji as well. So the spinning tops and the dojis are neutral patterns. So unless you have a very, very, very good strategy, that's when you can use them. Again, please do not try this strategy on TradingView. All right, please do not try this strategy on TradingView. I have not tested my strategy on TradingView. I have tested it on Finviz, and that's why I am confident that if you do uh, support the channel and get a Finviz account, it will work. All right, so I have I have tested it on Finviz. So this is the doji, and we have an earnings report coming soon, which is very good. Towards the end of the month, I think this is the one I would go for. Uh, why? Because it has an earnings report coming towards the end of the month. So RMNI is something I would definitely consider. So let me see. As you can see, the doji has crossed the 50-day moving average, and it's between the 20-day moving average as well. So meaning the price did experience resistance and support in 1 day. So imagine within 1 day, the price experienced resistance and support. We have an earnings report coming soon. So on the 30th of October here, we have an earnings report after market closes. So on the 30th of after the market close, they're going to report the earnings. So the following day, watch out. The following day, watch out. Also remember, it has to be below the 20-day moving average. As you can see, it's negative here. It's negative 1.6% below the 20-day moving average. This is what you want, all right? You want it below the 20-day moving average. Very, very important. So upgrade to the Finviz Elite to get real-time quotes, intraday charts, and advanced charting tools. Honestly, you do not even need to get an advanced one, but just to support the channel and to get more candlestick patterns, please, I would advise you, or I would encourage you to get the Elite. So I know I do have people who trade options, stock options. So we're going to try one last time to cycle through the S&P 500. So just in case you have forgotten the strategy, we're going to put it right there on the screen. So that's the strategy, okay? Now remember, the body of candlestick chart pattern has to touch the support. Again, this strategy, I can only say it works very well on Finviz. Don't try it on any other screener. So within the S&P 500, we have found another one. I think we found DGX last time. We found another one. It's called CF. All right. We found another one using the doji pattern. Of course, upgrade to your Finviz experience. The reason why this is very important is because you're going to get these candlestick chart patterns here. The free ones plus more, you're going to get those candlestick chart patterns. The free ones plus more. Okay, you're going to get the counter bullish counter attack, and the bullish engulfing. So let's get into CF. Now again, you notice the RSI is between 40 and 60. The open is very positive, right? Now it's not a must that the open has to be positive, but if it is positive, it is a very, very good sign. So let's look at the CF. Very expensive, of course. So most likely you would have to use futures trading strategies. We have passed the 30-minute mark of our stream. Uh, it means I'm enjoying the stream. I think this has been one of the best streams I've ever done. I need to do my workouts today. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in. Let's study this thing. So as you can see, it's between the 50-day moving average and 20-day moving average. It's a doji. And we have an earnings report coming on in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's the thing about these strategies. They're about 2 to 3 weeks strategies. And so you can see it's between the 50-day moving average and the 20-day moving average here. And this one, it looks like it came after a bullish engulfing. That's how it looks. So it appeared right there. This looks like a long-legged doji to me. All right, we call it the long-legged doji. So the earnings is coming out on 5th of November after market open. So this earnings is basically the catalyst, and that's why I think this stock is pretty good. Again, you have to make sure it's below the 20-day moving average, as you can see here. Now, if all this is sounding complicated to you, don't worry. I just want you to remember this chart pattern here. That's the key to understanding everything. Make sure the price is above the 50-day moving average. It's also above the 200-day moving average. Make sure that the candlestick chart pattern is touching, the wick or the body. Very, very important there. That's how the chart pattern works. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So I'm trying to see if I can find another chart pattern, but so far we've only found the doji. Let's try the spinning top blacks. Found nothing on the spinning top black. Spinning top white. Haven't found anything on the spinning top white. The inverted hammer. Haven't found anything on the inverted hammer. Let's try the hammer. I think this is where we found DGX. I think it was on the hammer. I think that's where we find the stock DGX. So as you can see, this is DGX. That's the one we found. Let me see what else. The Russell 2000 though is so many. On the Russell 2000 there was so many stocks to trade. I didn't even know which to pick from. If you remember, we had so many. I remember we had Eton, we had RMNI. I think Eton was the pharmaceuticals. We had so many on the Russell 2000. So don't forget, this is the strategy right there. I think I'm about to end the stream. Again, I'd love to thank you so much for joining me. But I want to do something that's going to be a little controversial. We're going to check out TradingView, all right? I'm going to share a strategy I've been testing. I'm still testing it on TradingView. But remember, this strategy, it is basically, specifically for Finviz. I have not get to TradingView whatsoever. It's basically for Finviz. So again, if you get Finviz, uh, these are the candlestick chart patterns you will find. All right, you will find the counter attack bullish, counter attack bearish, the rising three soldiers, the falling three soldiers, Harami bullish, bearish Harami. And there is a criteria to trading these chart patterns. Okay, the criteria is right here. This is what you are looking for. You want the price, to above the 50-day moving average, which is called the golden cross, right? You want the 200-day moving average below the 50-day moving average. Then you want to select the candlestick patterns, and this is the point where now you are coming in and want to get the paid version, because basically the paid version will give you more options. So right now I'm trying to see if I can find something on Finviz, on TradingView in the background. But I'll do my research on TradingView. I'm still testing the strategy on TradingView. Personally, I haven't seen anything, on TradingView. So I haven't seen you know. So I'd love to thank you so much for watching this stream. It has been awesome. Thank you for joining me these past 5 days. We've been streaming for 5 days straight. All right. And so for that, I'd love to thank you so much for joining me on all these 5 live streams. It has been an awesome experience. I'm so happy that you have watched these videos. I think I got like 21 views on one of the streams some days back. So it's been a crazy streaming marathon, and I've had so much fun. Sometimes I talk about this stuff and I forget that I've actually been talking for 30 minutes. And the truth is, I just want to keep talking about it because I am so confident in my strategy. It's not perfect in no shape or form. So remember, the RSI has to be between 40 and 60. The volume has to increase. There has to be a golden cross. Only take a bullish counterattack if the body or wick touches or sits on the 50 EMA while price is above the golden cross. So this is what you want, okay? Again, you do not want to trade this. It's very important to repeat that. You do not want to trade this type of a chart pattern. Now I'm trying to see if I can get TradingView here working, because I've been trying to adapt the strategy to TradingView to see if I could kill two birds with one stone, and then it has been so hard, you know. But I do use TradingView for buying Bitcoin, so it's not like TradingView is useless or anything like that. It's just that I do not use it for this strategy. So I want to see if I can get TradingView online. I want to see if I can get it online. Let's see if I can get it on. So again, make sure you don't trade this type of chart pattern, because you want it to touch the 50-day moving average.